introducing the crossover episode with OK Webcast and the Fast Draft. Yeah.
With Kags and
Wango
and OK. So today we're discussing there's this, have you guys seen this story for Corporal Kangogo? The lady who is going around yeah, so the whole situation just made me really aware of feminine tropes throughout history and currently, yeah, so basically that's what we'll be discussing for the day. So with Corporal Kangongo, the first thing that I thought about was Femme fatale and how, you know, women are said to be deadly even from creation. Deadly, shapely. Yeah, so from the times of the Bible, you know, Eve being the downfall. It was her fault, you know. So yeah, what do you guys think about that?
Honestly, like, I think Kwani Adam couldn't get a chapo smoky somewhere along the Garden of Eden. Like, why did he have to eat an apple?
Yeah.
Like, and I know it was a green apple, so it wasn't that nice.
How did I know it was a green apple?
No, I just know.
It's just like knowing. I didn't know it.
Unpopular opinion, but I actually really like green apple.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's nice and sour.
Do I know you?
Like, you know, this ones that are red,
like apples.
They're like red greenish apple.
Those are the ones that
I feel like pink ladies or something.
I
don't even like apples.
It's like that's such an overrated fruit.
Yeah.
I feel like they have such nice PR. So
They do. Like strawberries.
Yeah. You guys are against the doctor's opinion.
Teachers. Now that you're mentioning that Eve trope, it's made me think about like how even nowadays I feel like men are always acting so dumb, and maybe it's because of that thing from the Bible about like Adam just playing along like with Eve just giving him an apple, and like how it's like men don't know any better, and that's how they always act nowadays. Like guys are always like, tell me exactly what to do so that I can make you happy. Teach me. Oh my goodness. You know, or like, you know, us guys don't know anything, and yet I find it so funny. Like they don't know anything, and yet when in every other space, like in terms of politically, financially, like all these leadership roles, they're so ready to take like
but
when it comes to just dealing with one person in a relationship, I don't know how to take you on a date, bro. Because of they're in the age of the internet, bruh. In the age of the internet, how you?
Do you think that's why?
Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm usually so pissed off at men acting all innocent, like they don't, all dumb. Anyway,
do you think that's why they're so obsessed with Amerix? Because Amerix is like, let me show you. Don't listen to R&B. Don't eat this. Don't do this. And they're like, yes, master.
Yeah. I find it so ridiculous, especially when like Amerix is, because people are saying, oh, just take the good things and not the bad. And then the good thing is like not the thing about like, oh, take care of yourselves, work out a little, take a cold shower. Bruh, women influencers have been telling you to do this, but you won't listen to a woman.
Exactly, because it's a woman.
Right? Like fitness influencers, of course, because the influencer community is majority like women, and you know, social media and everything.
Yeah.
But when a woman will come and tell you, you know, eat well, do this, like work out, what, guys are always like, these fitness influencers are always chilling. But what Amerix tells them, you guys, you should work out a little. Bruv. Period.
Amerix would tell them, don't breathe, and they'd be like,
we won't breathe.
what the hell?
Oh damn.
But then do you think they just act dumb, or are they just dumb? To be honest. I'm like, because personally I find men just dumb, and this is why. And sometimes you even sit down and you're like, why am I attracted to this? Like honestly, some things I even see, I'm like, why are you people so dumb?
Wait,
but that's so I saw a TikTok
like
man actually.
I find that so
that's what they see. When like manifestations of the people we have.
Yeah.
Like the people we experience.
Yeah.
They're manifestations
of the people we are.
Like, they are our manifestations. Like we have you know.
No, that's cow. No, I don't agree with that.
But I kind of feel that way about some of the people who I experience, like my friends and like the people who I hold really close to me. Sometimes
in a platonic way, yes.
In every way, really. I feel like there's parts of them that I see in myself. Or vice versa. Like there's parts of them that I see. But, you know.
Even men.
Imagine even men.
Me, not for men. Honestly, my biggest flaw is like getting attracted to men. To be honest.
Honestly,
if God could fix that, I'd be a star.
So, as part of the tropes in the Bible, pia kuna, I've been reading the book of Proverbs, and apparently wisdom is a woman. So, I think you should listen to. I mean, what was the point of this conversation?
The point was the different tropes, and then you eased into it with the Kagongo story, and we were discussing how men are like stereotyping the whole women thing.
Oh yeah, we were talking about whether men should listen to women, because we were like, okay, not really if they should listen, but you know, we were saying that since waliambiwa to taste the apple, then they ate it, and it's like you should have known better. Right? So, do you think women know better? Would you say? You know, there's this whole trope for, you know, happy wife, happy life. Solomon says that wisdom is a woman. But at the same time, there's all this blame for Eve. You may turn this into a philosophy class.
No, but like, on your point, in my opinion, every oppressed person knows better. Whether it's a queer person, a black person, a Muslim person, a disabled person, every oppressed person knows better. Because every unoppressed person and every oppressor is living in like a bubble where they're benefiting from all the benefits of the oppression. So like if a woman tells you, don't do this, if a disabled person tells you, build a ramp, if a like any person who's oppressed knows better. So I know women know better. Yeah.
Period. It's true.
So, when she made us take this test, I was telling her how I rolled my eyes the entire time.
Period. You rolled your eyes the entire
time because I felt like it was so, and she had said it, she was like, it's so male gaze. Like it's so centered on the male gaze and things like that. And every time I'm always like, so I wasn't thinking, sorry, I got distracted for a second. But every time I think about how much we center the male gaze, even in like trying to define our femininity and things like that. And I'm so exhausted by that shit, fam. Like, because there was something about, do you remember all the ninis?
Yeah, I was just about to ask the question.
Like there was there was one that was asking, like, do you when you're in a dinner party, do you feel more drawn to men and talking about politics? And I was like, bro, I'm just trying to get my margarita. What do you mean?
And even if I want to talk about politics and economics, why is that inherently like a masculine topic? Because I'll be drawn to talking about like economics and all this shit with women. I mean, and even if I like, why is it always at men's topics are the serious ones and that matter?
And I was even telling, like I even tweeted the other day how I was reading this book and I could feel how much they were influenced by one of our very like opulent writers. I won't say his name. But he has 2 books out, if you know what I mean.
If you listen to our pod, I think I mentioned
if you listen to our pod, by the way, the first
draft,
you know,
shameless plug. Please, we talk about that person.
But like the woman was so influenced by the man, and he was like so fat phobic, so misogynistic, so male gaze centering, and I was just like, do better. And even me, I'd admit, like in my writing, in the beginning I was so influenced by this man, but like it took a lot of unlearning, which I believe everyone has the ability to do. Like we are our own people. We don't need to be at the center of like male validation. Honestly,
we don't. The male gaze.
Especially the fine line between like
acknowledging their purpose on the planet.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, whatever their purpose is.
I feel like,
but where's the fine line between that and their purpose on the planet taking over or leaning? Like, where do we draw the line?
I feel like now more, of course, I believe that there's masculine and feminine energies, you know, yin and yang, masculine and feminine energy with everyone. And now more than ever,
sorry, like even in like the zodiac sign, we're astrology fools here. Like, is your sign now masculine or feminine sign?
My sun sign is feminine. Yeah.
Okay. Mine's mask.
So we have masculine and feminine energy in everyone, and now more than ever, I believe that gender is a social construct.
Yeah.
Like,
what is gender?
You can be, okay. Let me ask. Do you believe in gender roles first of all?
These are one of the 3 topics that are usually recycled on Twitter.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'm tired of it. But like, I don't know. You guys.
No, but like in the simplest, let's like digest it and dissolve it and dilute it to the basis. Why would you tell me to do something just because my genitals are this way and not that way? Like, it doesn't make sense. Gender in its like most like diluted fashion is stupid. I wouldn't tell you to do something because you have a hand, but I'll tell you to do something because you have a, that leg. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's anatomical.
Yeah.
In its like most like down, like
I'll say this for myself. I feel like when I'm looking at issues like those, I look from a very neutral like plane. I don't, when I walk into the house, I'm thinking, oh, that cup needs to be cleaned. Oh, I like the color of the floor. Like those are the kind of thoughts going through my mind. I'm not thinking, okay, that man needs to come and clean these dishes, or like that woman needs to pick out the curtain colors. I'm not thinking that. So for me, I find it okay. I'm not ignorant. I mean, I know it exists, but I find it every time I get the whole, what, this is so stupid, because like, how is it not obvious that like it's not a gender thing?
But like, let's circle back to the thing I was saying. The oppressed know better. So men, because the system is favoring them, they'd rather be like, wash my dishes, bitch.
Damn.
Do you believe in gender roles?
Do I believe in gender roles? I don't believe in gender roles. I think you just, even let's say in a house setting, I really believe in balance by the way. First of all, as an individual, your masculine and feminine energy, try and balance them out. Because if you have too much of this, there's things that are represented by feminine energy, like, nurturing, what else? And with the masculine, it's more of like analytical, and there's things, logic, emotion. So you should try and balance both, so that you're not too logical or you're not like too emotional, and you're not drowning in either one of the two.
And that's why it's important to look beyond the physical representation of these energies. It's like you have to understand what masculine energy does for you and what feminine energy does for you, and then figure out your balance. Because if you don't know, then you'll just not figure out an aspect of yourself that's waiting to be tapped into.
Because there's definitely times that I feel like, okay, I'm too into my feminine energy. Like I also need to.
Like when?
Like, sorry, excuse me.
That's such a, oh my god.
when I feel like I'm just chilling. Like I'm not following through with my plans. Like I'm making plans, but I'm not doing them. I feel like, yes, I'm comfortable. I feel like when I'm not being aggressive, when I'm just letting things. How
can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
If you were asked today to like pick a lifestyle, what would you pick? Like, other than what what you're living, what would you pick?
Mine is just rest, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like a lifestyle of rest, and then but I completely, like, I'm always saying this, like, I want a lifestyle of rest, but then my actions completely go against it. And I know that's also part of, like, social conditioning, because, like, everyone is always about grind culture. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I feel like saying, I woke up at 10 and all I've done today is watch TikToks.
Yeah.
And I don't think I want to do anything. Yeah. But, like, there's this pressure to just be like, you need to make up for it tomorrow. Wake up early and do this thing. And even when I say I want a lifestyle of rest, I feel like even if it's given to me, I'll feel guilty for, like, wanting leisure in my life for, like, the rest of, like, you know how people tweet are like, man, I don't aspire to labor.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel, but I feel like that's even if it was given to me, I'll feel guilty about, like, always being, like, because you have to deserve everything.
Yeah.
But I'd say rest.
Yeah, if I was to pick a lifestyle, I'd say a lifestyle of rest and luxury and just not, I just don't want to have to, like, work for my money. So that's why, like, when you say, when it comes to, like, gender roles, I want someone to provide for me and for me to just rest. That's the only part where I'm like, when it comes to gender roles, exactly, I want him to provide. Exactly, I want him to provide and I want to just rest.
Yeah.
For me, I think I just want to rest and live life, because at some point I remember, like, let's say, like, 2 years ago, I was like, no, I have to work hard, I need to have this many jobs, I need to do this many degrees,
and have these many things.
Exactly, I had that mentality. Then at some point I was like, honestly, I'm fighting for my life every day. I don't even want to be here. So I just want to live my best life as of now, because, like, I don't even know what might happen, to be honest. So I was just like, I can't keep on stressing about what is going to happen to me later on. I just need to live life. That's just.
I think for me, like, two things are influencing my decision. First, I'm a Sagittarius. Second, I'm a writer. So my ideal life would be adventure.
Yeah.
Ooh. One of the questions was that, or maybe I've just done too many quizzes.
Yeah,
but, like, there's a question, and it's I love that. Question about, like, what would you choose? Like, and then one of the choices was adventure, and I was like, oh, yes. So yeah, I and so Mwenda would you attribute? So would you say that we are all leaning to okay, well, she said adventure. She said rest. She said rest and luxury. She said rest as well, no stressing. So what kind of energy would that be? Masculine, feminine?
I think feminine energy is definitely more restful. It's like water.
Yeah.
It's like water and, just water and earth,
Yeah, and I'm such an earth sign.
Yeah.
I feel like earth signs are more masculine.
Really?
I feel like that's
the way we're always like go-getters, but that's my sign. Let me stop.
I'm thinking about, like, what do we say? We say mother earth. What do we say? Like, not to say. I'm not saying that anti-feminine energy is lazy. By the way, that's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
Feminine energy isn't lazy. As much as, like, yes, you are resting. You're resting, but you're nurturing. You're creating an environment for rest.
Exactly.
Attracting. To come to you, right? Isn't that part of, like, feminine energy?
Magnetism, and you're creating an energy for rest by making sure that when you look at things, they all look pleasing. The air is aesthetic. It's aesthetic. It's looking good. But anyway, because what I was saying before was that we all have to have, like, masculine and feminine energy. I also wouldn't want to be with a man who, like, you're so deep into your masculine. Like, even as a man, you also have to, like, balance your and even as a lady, you also have to balance your as a person,
inclusive of
non-binary people. So now more than ever, like, gender is a social construct, man. Just balance your masculine and your feminine energies, because try to balance your masculine and feminine energies. And even on a larger scale, I guess that's why when you hear women saying things like 2/3 gender role, it's so important that in all facets of our society and all facets of our living, that we balance our masculine and feminine energy, including in leadership, including in decision-making tables, including in whatever it is, So yeah.
I get that, but then I also feel like balance is a bit overrated. I feel like sometimes you need more feminine. You need to be in balance to get some things done. Like sometimes I need my feminine at a higher level than my masculine energy. Like my mask at a feminine. Personally, I struggle with like, I don't know, like embodying my feminine energy. I don't know. It's weird, but like, but yeah, I feel like I get the importance of like balancing and having space for both of them, but don't kill yourself over always trying to like balance 50-50.
Is balance necessarily like an
equilibrium?
Yeah.
No,
it's not an
actually, yeah,
equilibrium,
I get what you're actually, yes, I aim for balance, because it doesn't necessarily mean at like at
if they have to be
time. It's just like being able to figure out when you need more of your cocktail.
Yeah.
When you need
exactly balance. Yeah.
Wait, okay. I feel like that story for that babe, that murderous babe, reminded me of Killing Eve. And just like, wait, so how did you relate? Like, you really liked that energy she gave off. Why?
Not that I really liked it. I just found it intriguing.
Okay, but yeah, sorry. You didn't like it.
I did like it. I just found it intriguing because
politically correct.
Yeah, because like that's still murder. Wow, as
murder.
You're against the law. Murder.
So yeah, she's murdering like her lover.
Yeah, she's murdering her lovers.
Crossed her.
Yeah, that crossed her apparently. Or
are you sure? That's the story though.
That's the story.
I've seen people saying it's because she's a woman, that's why they're making it a love triangle type thing. What's the story?
What's the story?
That's why I think it's intriguing.
That's why it's intriguing, because I'm like, this lady would just wake up out of nowhere. First of all, apparently she's a really good shooter. So yeah, she's like a sniper, and no one can find her. When the news came up, like me and my mom were having a discussion, and she was like, "Eh, mama anaweza mbali, anaweza." Kwanza now we're wearing masks. Unavaa tu mask.
Wallahi.
Do you remember the
thing about like how women usually move unseen?
After the Westgate thing,
Black Widow thing. Yeah, I was obsessed. She's like fair and she has a black hijab. That's the picture you find when you Google.
I even like her
eyes. I remember watching a documentary about. It was a documentary about it. I watched so many crime documentaries, so I can't even remember which one it is. But I remember seeing that woman in one documentary that was about like something that happened in England, and I was like, this is.
It was a documentary on Netflix.
Yeah,
I remember it. Yeah, I remember.
Like, this is so fascinating, and they're mentioning about like how like she came to Kenya.
She lived in Mombasa.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and then I was so
that whole time.
No, I can't remember the name of that documentary.
No, I can't remember.
So Wango said something about how it's because women move unseen, which I guess like it's true. It's easy to just.
I'm not saying it's cause, but it could be a contributing.
It could be a contributing factor. Yeah,
like how forgettable women have been made.
Personally, like I come from a scientist like view, so even in science we are raised. Because you see how like in biology in like a secondary school we're taught how like the sperm chases for the egg and then penetrates it. It's actually not like that.
I saw something like that.
The sperm is a very weak organism, so it just like
squirms
around and then the egg penetrates it like. But like because we have to be misogynistic in every field, we have to make the sperm the alpha.
I like how graphic that is.
I think we have been, especially but like how many, like one in every how many women's stories do you remember? No, I think
how many?
And then and then
for every man's discovery or something like that.
How many women are?
How many women's stories?
And even like it's not equal distribution of history is what we're saying.
There's a time I answered that question. And the lecturer was asking who discovered like DNA, and I said Rosalind Franklin, who discovered like the DNA structure. And he was like, no, it's just niggas. Let me tell you, this guy and this guy, I don't even remember their names. This guy and this guy, and I was like, no, it's her. And then they like fucking plagiarized her, and then became like these people. Like the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes in different fields of science was Marie Curie, but she's not
It's just Pierre.
It's just like
It's Pierre.
If it was a man, it would be in every plaque in every city. Like they would like, like it's
like even imagine the ratio of like black people. Now imagine how much it's done for women.
Yeah.
But like it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And then like and then like when a woman is like, I don't know how to put this, but like when a woman is brought to the podium, they're brought to the podium in a hilarious mockery way, like Jane Mugo, like it was funny because she was a woman, like like it wasn't funny because only she was a woman. It was funny like
she was funny.
Yeah, it was funny for a lot of reasons. But if it was a man, it would have been like, umori bazi, like not joke. But just like
It wouldn't have been so funny.
It wouldn't have been that funny.
Yeah.
It's very weird. Like,
And also there was a fatphobic like attachment to that.
That's true.
Imagine if you're dealt, like even today when I was like talking to myself, is that weird?
No.
I was just like, you're dealt with so many wrong cards in the deck. Like you're born black, you're born woman, you're born queer. You're born like
in Africa.
It's like in Africa, like it's just like
In Kenya. Right.
It's just in Nairobi. You're not even in Nakuru where like houses are like 17,000 like for 3 bedrooms. You're like
and your service provider is Safaricom.
and you have Zuko.
What? I feel like describe it to me. Have Zuko. I'm a woman, bro.
Like what did I do in the past life?
But we refuse to be erased.
Yeah, we refuse to be erased. And I think, that's some bullshit. And at the same time, like, I see how she's using it to her advantage. Because now, the lady... It's so... But yeah, do you find that it's easy for you not to be suspected for things?
For sure. The same way, same energy that they used to not think that a woman can have this achievement is the same way you're less
likely to.
And then that's now they call you guys things like Femme fatale. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. And Kina Medusa.
But Medusa's story was fucked up. She had been raped. Like, she was raped. It wasn't like she wasn't a villain. She was just like taking revenge. Okay, but it depends on whether you believe revenge is for God or like.
Because this lady apparently is also taking revenge. Like,
I get it.
Exactly, we don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened.
Exactly. In fact, today I saw a man retweeting that story, and he was like, "We need to know her side of the story." And men were over there telling him, "Oh my God, you betrayed us! Who the fuck are you?"
But like it's the same
and it's true.
But it's the same way. Tunasemanga if a woman says,
someone would say that.
It's the same. Like they were like, don't listen to his side of the story. They felt that way.
Personally, I don't like listening to men, but.
Honestly.
But you guys talk.
Okay. So, anything else to contribute
But I feel
to
like also, like you were saying, guys, definitely the oppressor also knows better. I think so.
the oppressed?
No, I think the oppressor knows better.
But like
because
the system is working for them, they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, they definitely know better.
But like I feel like some men are fools. Like they don't know about it.
Wait, you say the oppressed?
Yeah, that's what
oppressed.
was
saying
The oppressed.
Yeah.
She's saying the oppressor.
I feel like all the oppressed know better because they are being oppressed. But the oppressor, the ones who choose to know better, but because the system is working for them, they can only do so much.
It's because like let's not tilt the balance too much, tilt the scale. It's like I know I'm doing bad, but it's in my favor, so I might as well just stay like that.
Or maybe some of them just actually don't know better.
Yeah, and that's what I was asking. Like, are men dumb or like they're just like, do they just pretend to be dumb?
Wow.
And that's like capitalism, like the way like big corporations, like they're just like they play dumb, like they know that the cause of like like situations like climate change, but then they just play dumb. But then there are actually people who don't know. Like sometimes you'll explain something to a guy and he'll be like, you can genuinely see I had never thought
about it that way.
Ukiniacha 10,000 years singefikisha hivyo ever. Like,
but still I'm like, pay me my money, I educated you. I educated you.
Open your purse.
But you guys, I'll think about this today. Like, do you guys think there's like you know how there's a food group? Do you think there's like, what are the bottom of the barrel? They're called herbivores or like plants or like what's the bottom of the barrel?
Oh, kuna tertiary consumers, evil.
Exactly. Do you think there's someone who's so
primary
oppressed,
producers,
oppressed that they have no privilege? Because I can think of a white disabled person, they still have the privilege of being white.
See, that's
but like, is there a person who's like down bad?
I feel like,
because I'm abled, so I have that privilege. And like, is there someone who's like down bad kabisa? Like they have nothing else with them kabisa?
Frankly, thinking about that is very scary.
Yeah, I feel like that question even like whoever is there down bad doesn't want to know they're down bad. Like they don't, like I feel like that's what they should wake up in the morning thinking about. Like they should wake up in the morning thinking about whatever cards the life has dealt me with, I'm gonna make it work. Like I wouldn't want them waking up and every morning and being like, wow, I'm down bad, I'm so messed up, OMG, there's nothing that I can do for myself. Like I wouldn't want them feeling so
all the time.
Yeah, or like feeling.
Not that I want them to feel boye. I'm just thinking in a hypothetical way. Cause like
I don't think so.
I feel like me recognizing my privilege and my, for lack of a better word, disprivilege, I don't know if that's a word, helps me become my person.
Yeah. And to also be empathetic.
Yeah. Anyway.
But down bad would be subjective.
Yeah?
Because, like, okay, maybe there's down bad for everybody. Maybe maybe I don't know. If probably we asked each other what down bad is, we'd not say the same thing. So I'm like, I can't pronounce on being down bad and like how it may feel or like if anyone is actually down bad. I wouldn't know that for sure.
I feel like
I think it's a mosaic.
To answer you, I feel like there's even the person who's down bad kabisa, there's always something that they can look at and be like,
I'm not that bad. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's been an interesting episode. I feel like we've talked about everything. Scratch all the topics I said at the beginning. Tumeongea about kila kitu.
That's what TF.
Yeah. We're just vibing. So that brings us to the end of the TFD Ukeweb crossover. You can catch this episode on the Fast Draft. If you're listening to this from the Fast Draft, you can catch this episode on Ukewebcast on YouTube, and check us out on Instagram. We're gonna put all those things in the description box, and all the links. So that's what's up. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know some of your thoughts. Let us know what you think. So without further ado, see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Oh, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, like,
like, share. Okay. Let me do it for you. Okay. So like, share, subscribe, comment. We'd love to hear from you guys. And if you want to see more Uke on our or listen to Uke on our podcast, let us know. Okay, bye.
Bye.